Welcome to 3 Tips
to improve your trips.
This week's episode, I've got Derek with me, and we're talking about fools with bear spray, or just really bear tips in general.
Yeah.
Are you afraid of bears?
I think a healthy fear is good, but in general, I don't think we should be afraid of bears when we're out on the trail.
Okay, so you're afraid of bears, just not when you're out on the trail.
I think there's a respect there, yeah.
Okay.
But I'm not going to be cowering and running away every time I...
That's good. That's good, yeah. I'm not afraid of bears. I have an unhealthy lack of fear of wild animals, which is probably going to get me in trouble one day.
It will.
But, yeah. So, all right. So, you got 3 tips each. Why don't you go first? What's your first tip?
My first tip when you're in bear country is try to stay in groups of at least 4 or more people. There's going to be safety in numbers. You're going to be a lot louder. And usually bears, black bears, are a lot more skittish, and they're not going to want to hang around large groups of people.
I like that one. That was good.
Really?
Yeah. I actually subscribe to that. There's a stat in Glacier National Park that groups that travel in 4 or more, they've never had a bear attack. So I would imagine that's generally true in other areas as well. So thumbs up on that
Seems to make sense.
Yeah.
My second tip when you're in bear country is make sure when you're in camp that you hang all of your food and odiferous items, aka toothpaste, breath mints, gum as well. Hang those outside of your camp, away from camp. You don't want those things coming in. A lot of times people will maybe put that toothpaste in their pocket or put their deodorant in their bag, and they don't think it's a big deal because it's not food, but hang it all away from camp.
That's kind of entry level tip, but still good. Still good. When you say odiferous items, are we talking like your stinky friends or you?
Well, I mean, you're gonna attract bears regardless. So I think that it's better for us to at least get our food, toothpaste, all these other little items that aren't food, that smell. Like you use a lot of breath mints because you have bad breath, so keep those out of camp.
Right. I just bring a pile of breath mints, that's what I do. Yeah.
And my final tip for keeping bears away from you in bear country is sing Christmas songs, you know? Jingle bells, Batman smells, Robin laid an egg, whatever you want to sing. Sing songs, be loud, have fun, tell jokes.
So I like this one. I will say though, the hard part about this is when you're on like an arduous climb and you just don't have the breath to do that.
Right.
A lot of times that's when people tend to spread out, and I think that's when you're most at risk, is because now you're not traveling that group before.
True.
Now you're tired, and so is it really just getting in better shape then?
I mean, start working out. You know? Take your backpack and wear it to the store.
All right, tip number 1 is be very aware of bear bells in the area you're going to. We went to Glacier National Park, and we were told that bear bells were actually a sign that there were hikers with food. So whereas bear bells were meant to make sounds, the bears associated bear bells with, attach them to the food packs and come and get it.
Bear bell, is it just like dinner time? Is that basically what you're saying the bear bell is?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
And if you notice, if you've been out on the trail recently with mountain bikers for the last couple of years have done, they almost have like these jingle bells that are like dangling off of them that you can hear them coming from a mile away.
I feel like I would annoy myself after a certain point.
I agree.
So I don't think I'm
agree.
gonna.
So jingle bells, bear bell.
Yeah.
Well, it's annoying anyway. Why just ditch it. Ditch it.
Get rid of it.
Yeah. Tip number 2, you're gonna see a lot of things on the internet about how to perfectly hang your food and use what's called the counterbalance method, and where you have 2 bags balanced over a limb. I've never seen this done perfectly and well, and either the person loses their food up the tree because they can't get it back down, or it's too low to the ground, or it's offset. It just don't waste your time. Just if you're in an area where you gotta tie it off to the tree, just tie it off to the tree, and if the bears are known to get it, then just go ahead and use a bear canister and earsack.
So hanging food with the counterbalance method is horrible.
Right.
It's just
it takes a lot of time, and you can't get it right.
You're gonna get annoyed at yourself, and you're gonna throw things at a tree, and
Right.
you're gonna probably lose food, and you're gonna get stuff stuck in the tree.
Right.
Don't do it. Just don't do it.
And this is kind of crossover tip here is we've noticed when we go backpacking, we kind of assume that people know how to have basic skills like throw a rock over a branch. You'd be surprised at how many people can't actually do that. So
right. I mean, take Carl for example. Just
maybe just bring the earsack or the bear canister.
Just do that.
Last one is if you're going into grizzly bear country, make sure that your bear spray is accessible. Somewhere easy to grab. We saw somebody try to grab their bear spray can, kind of reach back into the backpack pocket, kind of like where your water bottle is. It's really hard to get out. And somehow they managed to dislodge the safety and spray themselves, and they got it right in their eyes.
Okay, so my question is, if he was reaching behind to the water bottle partly, how does he spray himself in the face reaching back here. Like, can you
Like,
reenact? Can you reenact?
How
that?
does spray work? Is that the question?
Like, how do you reach this far back and
Yeah.
spray yourself
And the
up here?
spray shoots forward into
So, and
a
then
cloud.
and spray like wraps around and.
We'll do a science experiment where spray diffusion can.
Who wants
be
to see
shown.
Carl get sprayed with bear spray? We could figure this out.
No. So who had the better tips? Please comment below, Derek or myself. We would really appreciate it. And if you're looking for more tips to help your trips, please subscribe to us to make your trips better than they already are.